that marks the completion of every single challenge available at the Annihilation Nation. All of them. It was kind of brutal sometimes. Some of those were really, really tough. But that's what made it so satisfying. I learned the challenges, learned the best ways around them, learned the tips, learned the tricks, trial and error, tried different weapon combinations, tried different orders in which figured out the best order in which to use my weapons against the enemies in the rounds, and triumphed as a result. And it was really satisfying because I actually improved. I used skills, I used tactics to emerge on the other end in one piece, and the victory wasn't just handed to me. So I actually performed well, and I won based off skill, not because the game made me feel like I was skillful. You may wonder why I took the time to say that. Well, I guess it's time to get this episode started. Let's set off to the underwater hideout.
Incoming call. Oh no.
Clank, Bubby, you're killing me!
Excuse me?
I'm trying to make a picture here, and Mr. Big Shot Star is nowhere to be found.
I am currently occupied with a mission of galactic security.
Right, I get it. You want a bigger trailer? Done. You want a daily oil massage? Done. I need my star on the
The reflection on Clank's body looks, and even Ratchet's helmet, looks like way too advanced for the PS2. Also,
Oh yeah? How about
what are
now?
subtitles?
He'll figure something out. We've got work to do.
And immediately I'm brought back to Rift Apart, that one underwater level. Alright, new weapons? Let's max out our ammo. New weapons. Agents of Doom. Even after all those challenges, I still don't have enough to buy. Okay. Deploy these lethal robot bodyguards and watch them take apart anyone who gets. Of course, we're saving up for that. Flux rifle provides deadly pinpoint accuracy at long range. Oh, but we want that too. Even after all that, I still don't. Unbelievable. I still don't have enough to buy the next weapon, even after all those challenges I did. Okay. I guess that's the way we're not going for now. Anyway, I guess I should pay off what I said at the beginning of the video. So, I decided to go listen to the developer's commentary for the first couple levels of this game. Because I really like any kind of behind-the-scenes stuff, be it art book. Oh, not Skid McMarks.
Skid? What are you doing here?
My code name is Shadow Dude, bro. Black Ops are my speciality. I figured you guys could use my help.
Thanks, Shadow Dude, but I think we've got this one covered.
All right, I'll just take my hacker and go back to the ship.
Hacker? Oh, well, you know, on second thought, I think we'd like you to join the mission, Shadow Dude.
Awesome! This is gonna be sick!
So I decided, I always, whether it's an art book or a director's commentary, a developer's commentary, interviews, any kind of stuff that sheds a light on how something was created, I find utterly fascinating, even whether I like or dislike the thing in question. So, I was listening to the developer's commentary for the first few levels while I was grinding out those challenges in the I almost said Abomination Nation, Annihilation Nation. And something one of the developers said really annoyed me. They said that the, oop, that's a little update box just popped up in front of the capture window on my computer, sorry about that. But the, one of the developers said that the refractor section in the last episode was one of the best things. They're very, very, very proud of that section. And specifically in stark contrast to the Inspector Bot section from Ratchet Clank 2, which was apparently, as far as he's concerned, he considers it to be terribly designed. And the reason why he thinks the refractor works so well, whereas the Inspector Bot doesn't, and if you don't remember, the Inspector Bot was in one of the first levels in Going Commando. One of the first levels in Ratchet Clank 2, there was a little robot guy who just wandered around, and wait, I didn't know what he was doing at first. Like he was just wandering around. And then I saw a platform on the floor with 2 footprints on it, and I was like, ah, I need to use my tractor beam to get him to stand on that thing. And it was a pretty neat little section. It felt pretty satisfying to, I mean, most of it was pretty straightforward, literally just, oh look, footprints on the ground, I gotta get him there. Oh look, there's a spherical object in the floor, and there's a spherical hole in the wall of the head. Boy, I sure do wonder what I meant to do here. The only part that was mildly difficult to figure out was right at the end when you had to use the slingshot to launch the inspector bot up onto the ledge above. But that was a satisfying little challenge. Not too hard, but you know, they didn't just hand you the solution. But apparently, when they playtested it with kids, no one had any idea what you were supposed to do in that section. Like, no one could figure out what the inspector bot was, how you were meant to use it, what you were supposed to do with it. It was apparently just completely obtuse to everyone who playtested it. And so the conclusion, what they took away from those playtests, I guess, because this is the design principle that this guy used when he was making that refractor level, was that, according to him, it's more important to make the player feel really smart than for the player to actually be really smart.
Sorry, dude. I can't swim.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, is just about the most backwards thing I've ever heard in my life, because that kind of mindset is what gets you things like Call of Duty or other, like, no, yeah, thanks.
Square to dive and X to ride.
Like other script, because Call of Duty has a lot of scripted cinematic sequences where you as the player, you don't actually do anything, but it looks super cool. It's got all these super sick cinematics and animations and visual effects, and you're mashing the X button 50 times in a row to do some awesome move. It's like, yeah, it feels cool, I guess, but I didn't do anything. I didn't use my skills or my wits about me to accomplish anything tremendous. The game told me, push this QuickTime event to do this thing, and so I did it, and then this thing happened. That's all that was. And that's the same thing with the refractor section. There was no skill involved. There was no intelligence or puzzle solving or lateral thinking required in order to get through that section. It was literally just, there was exactly one spot that all these lasers can go. There's one spot that all these lasers can be pushed or pulled to, and that's it. That's not a puzzle. But I guess it makes the player feel smart, right? That's how it works, right? When there's literally only one way to do something, and the game holds your hand for how to do it, it makes the player feel like they're really smart. Not at all that it feels like they're being massively condescended to, that like you can't figure things out unless I explicitly spell it out for you. So I don't know, that kind of just really rubbed me the wrong way. Because that's not at all how I believe these sorts of sections or games should be designed. You should have faith in the player's intelligence. And like, if someone isn't getting, if literally no one is understanding the way your puzzle works, then rework the puzzle so that there are signs, there are subtle hints, but still hints, like ways, visual cues or ways in which a player could reasonably deduce what you're supposed to do. You don't just give up and go, alright, well in the next game, I'll just give them the answer. There'll just only be one way to do everything. That's player interaction, that's expression, that's making the best possible use out of the medium of video games. And I didn't even hate the section, by the way. It was a fine section, but it wasn't like anything amazing. It wasn't groundbreaking, and it certainly wasn't particularly satisfying to beat, because I didn't really, to say that I beat it, it would be far too generous to myself to describe the chain of events that happened in that section of the level. So that would be why I made a big deal in the beginning of the episode about how doing the challenges at the Annihilation Nation was really cool, because I was presented with a challenge. Some of them I did, a good chunk of them I did first try, but some of them were really tough that I had to actually stop and think, okay, clearly this isn't working. Let me sit back, think of a better approach, figure out the best way, the best weapon combos, the best order to do things in, best way to prioritize enemies, all that stuff. And through those decision-making, that act of making decisions on my own, I figured out how to do it. And it was really rewarding when I did it. The game didn't just go, like, oh, here's the one weapon you need to kill this one enemy. Don't you feel special for having figured this out with no help whatsoever? It just kinda this kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth thinking about what was going through their minds when this game was being made. So, yeah, that's shit. Because, like, kids are smart. They're a lot smarter than a lot of people give them credit for. They are absolutely capable of solving puzzles and putting things together. So, it's an indicator of a specific section not giving enough visual cues. And by the way, that section, that Inspector Bot section in Going Commando, absolutely did have enough visual cues. I walked into the room, I saw the Inspector Bot, and then I saw the pad on the floor, and with no hesitation whatsoever, I saw it and I thought, okay, I need to get the Inspector Bot onto the thing. Because of course, like literally what else could it possibly be? I saw the spherical ball on the floor, and I saw the spherical hole in the wall, and I thought, oh, I need to get the ball in the hole. Because what else could you possibly do here? Again, a little resistance maybe at the end with the slingshot, but even that isn't all that complicated either, because you can see a little indicator on the top that shows where the pad is. It was just, I don't know, it's just basic puzzle solving. Like where is the fun? Where is the appeal? Where is the satisfaction in pretending that you solved anything when in reality you did nothing? And the game did everything for. I don't know. I'm gonna stop ranting about it. I feel like I've said my piece. I've made my point about how how that section was. Also, why is Skid McMarks here? That's the most confusing thing about this whole situation, is why on earth Skid McMarks of all people has decided to tag along for the ride. Also, why this camera angle is as restrictive as I want to see the ocean.
Shh. Clank, did you hear that?
We are not alone.
Hey, dudes, I forgot to feed my goldfish. I'll see you back at the...
Well, if it ain't two of my best...
Hey, Slimcognito.
What are you doing down here?
I had a small run-in with the cops concerning a suck cannon upgrade that was mistakenly sold to a minor. I swear the kid looked 18. Anyway, I needed to find a less conspicuous place to do business. I take it you two are still in the market.
Well, let's see what you've got.
Deploys automated machine gun turrets folded into compact capsules. Once deployed, these turrets will fire on any enemy in range until they run out of ammo or targets. Megacorp special warranty. Have you once owned a Megacorp weapon and lost it? Good news, Megacorp will replace some of those lost and stolen weapons for free. Select this option to check your hard drive just for previous Ratchet Clank 2 save data. Don't mind if I do, because it's there. You got some free weapons. Sure. Lava gun. Oh, the piss cannon? I don't want the piss cannon. Who wants the piss cannon? I mean, I guess I do, because I just bought it, but like... I feel like I remember this thing kind of sucking. Oh well. Guess we got the mini turret glove.
Try customizing your...
As bad as I said, we're gonna need to make some... We are not having the lava gun. No, the lava gun is not... We need to fix this. We definitely... Okay, so we have shotgun, that's good. The launcher thing, that's good. The Neostorm, that's good. Plasma whip, we like that. What's this one? This is the refractor, I think. That's the Hydra lock-on thing. Okay, well, let's swap out this for the mini turret, probably. Yeah, mini turret glove can go there. We definitely don't need the refractor out at all times. If we need the refractor for a puzzle, we'll just pull it out. And I guess I'll leave this here for now.
To
But
access
it
your
probably
secondary
will.
quick select ring, hold R1 while using the quick select.
Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe we just put all the... Maybe we just put all the gadgets on the... On this one. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we put all the gadgets here. So refractor goes there. That goes there. Oh. Oh, that's kind of neat. You can switch between the... You can switch between the different camera modes with the quick select. That's a cool touch. Alright, I like that. That's neat. And then we'll leave this as is for now until we find a better weapon to swap that out with. Okay. I'm good with that. And this is back where we, no, this isn't where we started. That's where we got here. This takes submarine to Nefarious's base. Ooh. Why, sure thing.
There's the ventilation shaft. We must split up here.
Yeah, well, I guess it's time to put on the Tira guys and go meet my new pals.
Good luck. I will assist you if I can. Perhaps you should have read the instruction manual. It was nice knowing you, Ratchet.
Hey, it's my boy. It's time. It's Clank time. It's Clank. Well, will I actually get to solve puzzles as Clank? Or will we not want to do that because it's more important to trick the player into thinking they're smart than to actually let them be smart? Is that how we're working? Is that the way this works? Okay, we gotta be quick about this. Oh, alright. If you get hit, if you trigger an alarm, you're dead. Trigger an alarm even one time and they shoot you on sight. Good to know.
No monkeying around. Monkeying. We are on an important mission.
Clank, that little sucker will chase bananas any place you shoot him. Give it a try.
Uh-huh. Ah! Don't say— oh, really? Not even after the cutscene? You don't put a checkpoint after the— really, though? Really, though? Alright, get over on that button. Fetch the banana. Build me a bridge, monkey. Dance, monkey, dance. Dance, monkey, dance.
Clank, if the guards discover you, just
yeah,
use the banana and
that—
let the monkey distract them.
You know, I was literally about to say, hey, I wonder if I throw the banana through and let the monkey take the hit, I wonder if that'll get me through. But before I got the chance to say it, the game was like, oh, there, little baby. I know you need help to get through this game. There, I'll tell you what to do. Don't you worry, we'll solve the puzzle for you. This needs to stop. This needs to stop, like, right now. Okay.
Ratchet, I need you to extend the bridge at junction G5.
Welcome back, Hollow guys. How much I missed you.
Ratchet, I found some online instructions for the Tira guys. Let's see. When you speak to a Tyrannoid, you should see a holographic display. Just tap or hold the correct button as it moves across your display. Watch what you say, though. These guys have really nasty tempers.
Why? But, like... let me guess. Is this another one of the whole trick the player into thinking they're smart things? See? You pushed a button! There, you did it! You pushed the button! See when the button entered the little slot? You pushed it. That's so smart of you. You're so good at this. You really know what you're doing. I bet it feels really great. You're speaking the whole— you are speaking the Tyrannoid language by just pushing buttons on your controller. You're really something special, kid. I'm sorry, I'm really snarky in this episode, but I'm just listening to that commentary really annoyed me. Because that, like, it runs so contrary to everything I believe when it comes to, like, I hate hand-holding and I hate linear romps where the player has no choice in the matter, and when feels like they want you to play the game one way with no room for player expression. And I really hate when games just, like, as you walk into a room, they're like, hey, you know what to do? No? Well, too bad. I'm gonna tell you anyway. Oh, see, they're mixing it up this time. We got long notes now. Who am I? I'm Mike Wazowski. Your faithful friend, Mike Wazowski. From the hit movie, Monsters Incorporated. Oh, do we have to do this every single... Do we have to do this with literally every single one of these guys that we encounter? This is gonna get... Well, I was gonna say this is gonna get lame, but it's already lame. And I like, I'm a big sucker for it. Like, it's, even though it's so simple, literally just pushing buttons when they appear on screen. I do like rhythm games, like Guitar Hero, Beat Saber, even just mini games. There was a mini game like that in It Takes Two, and I'm a huge sucker for those kinds of things. Because it's so addicting, but it's addicting because the things move so fast. Let me guess, so I need to throw, yeah, I need to throw the banana back onto the button. Like, that might be close enough. Yeah. And I guess I need to throw a banana here to get the monkey back over with me. They're addicting because the buttons fly by so fast that it is a challenge to keep up with it.
Look, Gadgebots! I love those little guys.
Sure. I'm familiar with these guys. Come along for the ride, friends. But this isn't that, because it's like, it moves so slowly that it's just boring. Simply boring. What options do I have? Follow, attack, enter, wait. I guess we can tell them to attack. Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure that was gonna work. I thought they might just get chopped to pieces, but I guess it worked. Alright, go chase the banana. Don't shove me. He almost shoved me into the spotlight while running towards the banana. Big brain monkey over here. Alright, attack again. I guess they're shorter than the blades are, so they don't get caught up in it. Makes sense. Another one for the monkey, huh? Monkey. Do monkey things. I do like the monkey. Monkey's cute.
With the number on it is a bot port.
I am fine with the monkey. Monkey is... Am I missing some? Do the rest of them die? Oh, they're trapped. Oh, hey, monkey, get off. I didn't let him get on the platform first. That's my bad. My bad. Come on, friends. Into the doorway. Into the little gate we go. Oh, more of this. Ugh. Well, at least I have a high jump. Well, let's find out what this one does. Oh, it opened the thing. Ow. Okay, at least I can take some hits as Ratchet, so I don't need to be as concerned with touching the lasers. And so now it's time for another QTE thing. Up, square, down, break, boring, boring, B-O-R-I-N-G, boring. And again, I welcome because having it go back and forth between the fast-paced shooting action of Ratchet sections and the slower-paced, more methodical puzzle solving of Clank sections, it's a really great balance for the gameplay. I've loved it ever since the first Ratchet and Clank game that I played. But this is like way too much of a pace breaker. Because it's not puzzle solving.
Well, what took you so long?
Clank, what are you doing here? You're supposed to meet me on the surface.
I thought I would help.
Well, you can give me a hand searching Dr. Nefarious's office. Let's see it. Oh, look at this. The complete Secret Agent Clank Holovid collection. This guy's your biggest fan.
That is rather disturbing. I have downloaded an encrypted star map. Perhaps Al can decode it.
Great. Let's get back to the Phoenix.
Sounds like a plan. The sooner we get off this... See, this... I was kind of hoping this level would be different, but it's kind of the same problem as Marcadia, where the first part of the level is good solid opening chunk to the level, and then it devolves into some other thing entirely, which has no relation whatsoever to the core gameplay loop, either core gameplay loop. I mean, I guess it's not really the same thing, because Marcadia, it is still shooting up, like, it is still the core gunplay, so it's not really the same thing. But my point is that traditional level design falls by the wayside in both instances in favor of something that's a lot lamer.
Whoa, deja vu.
Ow! Oh, it's you two again. Right on schedule. This here's one of the nastiest, smelliest sewers in the galaxy. Most guys wouldn't set foot in a place like this, but me? I just can't get enough.
Right. Well, we were just passing through. You can get back to whatever you were doing.
Hey, if you find any sewer crystals, I'll pay you for them in bolts. I'm making something special for the missus.
Sewer crystals. Uh-huh. We'll keep that in mind.
Is that why they had the fucking plumber say, I'm getting in touch with the old deja vu in the 2016 remake? Because he said it. Okay. Sell 2 sewer crystals, 4,000 bolts. Sure.
Ah, fresh from the bowels of a king amoeboid.
There are 99. No, fuck that. Positively not. I have better things to do with my time than sit around here farming away for fucking sewer crystals. For 99 sewer crystals. No. Simply no. Simply not going to happen. I will, however, equip the new weapon that we just got. If the game would let me. Thank you. Quick select. Get out of here, hollow guys. Out with the old, in with the new. Agents of Doom. Yeah. I'm not interested at all in tracking down. I always hate this. This is always one of these types of missions in the Ratchet Clank games. They have the old, like, hey, run around finding a bunch of shit and bring it back for a reward. I've never been a fan of those. And, like, they had the brains in the 2016 remake on, what was it, Gasper, the desert planet. They had the eggs, dinosaur eggs, I don't know. It's the one you need to fly around with a dragon thing on, with Rivet, one of her first Sargasso. I think it might be the Sargasso one. Of course, they have the Snow Beasts one, and Going Commando. I've never been a fan of those things. So, I'm going to bypass this entirely. Uh-oh. Okay, the game froze for a second there, it had me worried. Had me very worried there. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go back to the Phoenix. Well, I guess I got because I was talking in a previous episode about how I wanted more choices in terms of exploring the levels and more optional objectives, because that's what the first two games had, whereas this game has been pretty linear so far. That wasn't quite what I meant, just there's 99 things scattered around the sewers, have fun finding them. Not quite what we were looking for. But I guess it's the age-old proverb of be careful what you wish for.
Sorry to disturb your work, sir, but you may want to know that your impenetrable secret base on Aquatos has been penetrated.
Impossible!
If you say so, sir. They apparently stole some sort of data disk. Well, I must be off now. Dirty laundry and whatnot.
Who is responsible for this outrage?
I believe it was a Captain Quark or something.
Oh, Janice, you'll always be the love of my life.
You really should have that looked at.
That moron could never hope to match wits with the likes of me.
If anyone can beat a moron at his own game, it's you, sir. He has, however, assembled a group of elite agents known as the Q-Force.
What? This Q-Force must be stopped. Destroy them, eradicate them, annihilate them all!
It's on my to-do list.
Had a bit of a stutter there.
Your undergarments.
And again, what is going on? I assume this is just PlayStation cloud streaming bullshit, but I'm not using the internet for anything. I'm not uploading a video right now or anything. So what's the deal? What's going on? Why is the game noticeably running more shit than usual?
Well, team, I believe some congratulations are in order. After all, my plan worked even more perfectly than expected.
I'm gonna feed you to the fucking monkey.
Way to go, dude.
Don't mention it. I'm just doing my job. Now that I know where the Tyrannoids are coming from, I can put a stop to this alien menace once and for all. With utter disregard for my own safety,
I like that plan.
Up an ingenious plan for
I like the whole no regard for your safety part.
First, I shall humbly step aside.
What is going on? Is someone like taking a baseball bat to my router or something? What the fuck is happening?
Fall down and take out the mortar launchers at the landing site. Once the mortars have been silenced, the dropship will make its descent. Next, Ratchet will take the assault vehicle from the dropship, make his way to the 4 plasma cannon turrets, and destroy them. Once the turrets have been knocked out, Ratchet will personally lead the assault on the main enemy base. All right, let's get to it! Yes, you there in the front.
Yeah, hi. I was just wondering, what are the rest of you gonna be doing while I'm down there getting blasted?
We'll be monitoring the situation closely from here. Actually, we'll be down at the lunch buffet on Deck 5. It's Meatloaf Day. But we'll be rooting for you every step of the way.
Yeah, man, we got your back.
The plan is excellent.
I hate Quark.
Hey, Captain Sasha?
Sasha here.
Want to check out my skydiving video? It's pretty sweet.
Of course.
This part of the ship's pretty neat, though. I do wonder if I just hung around here for a while, because in the developer's commentary,
Can you hear me?
You talking to me?
Engage the impulse drive.
they started talking about how all the NPCs have a lot of different dialogue tree options that are kind of randomized. So I wonder how many different options, how many different variations I would get if I stuck around here for a while. No, I'm not gonna stick around long enough to find out, but it's a neat detail, because they could have just had them all sit there like punching keys on the keyboard, but they actually had them talk to each other, different dialogue options, different transcripts. It's a neat attention to detail.
Is available at the Gadgetron armor vendor.
But can we buy it?
That new armor suit for sale at the vendor is constructed from ionized adamantine alloy. That's one of the hardest substances in the galaxy. But I suppose you already knew that. Hey, the cafeteria, they'll be serving.
From 10,000 to 60,000, huh? All right, well, absorb at least 50%. Yeah, that's worth it. That is definitely worth the price of admission. Okay. Maybe I will get some of those crystals if it means I can get the armor sooner. I don't know. But for now, at least to leave things here. Yeah, I can't say I was a fan of that planet. I was a fan of the beginning of the planet, much like I was a fan of the beginning of Marcadia, but also much like Marcadia, it quickly turned away from, like, they abandoned, they're good at designing levels, they stopped doing it. And Clank section was good. I like the mechanic with the bit. I think I was upset because they clearly have no faith in your ability to, like, figure things out for yourself. Like, I understand teaching you the mechanic of if you throw a banana, the monkey will go where the banana is thrown. Like, okay, first Clank section, teaching me the mechanics, I got it, makes sense. But then immediately after that, they said,
I'd like everyone to congratulate Scrunch the monkey on his promotion to Chief Science Officer.
Funny, as I start talking about the monkey, that comes on. I want to pause right here. Immediately after that first message, they're like, hey, throw the banana through the spotlight so that it'll distract it for Clank. It's like, thank you. I can't even, what would I have done if you had never told me that? I can't even imagine. And then the whole Hollow Guys knockoff. This is even worse than the first Hollow Guys. Because at least the first Hollow Guys required some level of patience and strategy for when you moved. But this game, it's literally just quick time events, and I guess that kind of plays into the thing that I was talking about all video, right? Because in the first time we had this, it was, you can call it annoying, call it monotonous, call it tedious, call it slow, call it whatever. It did require you to be very stealthy and methodical with your movement, whereas here it's just the button appears on screen and you push the button, and then that's the whole thing. Zippity doo dah indeed. So that's unfortunate. And then when we finally got back to playing as Ratchet and Clank in normal gameplay again, it was just run around the sewers and find 99 crystals. It's a shame, because the game opened so strong. The first Florana was such a fantastic level, genuinely. I like the bonus stuff with the Cork, Vidoc, Vicomic, whatever they're called, things. And there are bits and pieces of the levels that I appreciate. It's just kind of drowned out by the rest of it, unfortunately. Oh well, we'll keep going. We will keep going and seeing how it goes. All right, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I'm going to catch you all tomorrow for some more Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Goodbye.